guitar. Yeah, yeah.
Hello, my name is Anna Johnson, and I am a singer-songwriter. This is my sister Julia. I play guitar and write music and sing, and Julia plays the violin and sings. And you should say something. I talk the most. She's a little bit quieter than me here. That's who we are. We go by Anna Johnson at this point. We're working on a band name that we can be marketed as a duo, but for now, you can always say Anna Music under Anna Johnson.
Okay, so right now you guys are out in Nashville, so what's it been like being out in such a music-related area?
It's actually really great. We love it because you can meet musicians any time of day, any place. I mean, we went to a little coffee place in Nashville while we were blowing some time 2 days ago, and we ordered our coffee and our treats, and while we were standing up there talking to the guy working, we found out that he was a musician and that they do music at this place and they'd love for us to sing. And we had no intention of booking a gig then, but just like that, we have a new place to play and we're really excited about it. And further, it's just a great place to learn because we're always able to see live music of different styles. We went and saw Andy Leftwich and his trio the other night at Station Inn, and it's kind of bluegrass, kind of, how'd you describe it?
Everything. We do all sorts of different genres.
Yeah.
Some sort of like jazzy thing, some covers, some originals.
Yeah, they're all instrumentalists, and so it's inspiring because we want to practice and get better, and we can go and get ideas by seeing other musicians and what they do. It's been really, really fun.
Okay, and when did you both start playing music?
Oh goodness. I took piano lessons as a kid, and I learned to learned to teach myself guitar, whatever, however you want to say it. I taught myself guitar as a junior in high school, so I've been playing for 7 years now, but it wasn't until about 2 years ago that Julia and I started doing music together. I had done music with a friend when I was a little younger, like in high school, but Julia and I kind of by default just started singing together at home, and I had a gig booked at this little coffee place and asked her if she'd sing with me, and since then it's been a whirlwind. It's been so much fun. And Julia, it's picking violin.
I actually started with piano also when I was in first grade. I took piano lessons for about a year, but I really decided that I wanted to do violin. So I started violin when I was 6. I sang for about 13 years. Classically trained, but I really like to play with it. Like she said, we only started singing a couple years ago, but
She's becoming a really good fiddler and contemporary violinist. It's really
Well, I know that like Kate Vogel, when I saw her play, she played with her sister a little bit because her sister plays violin, so that's kind of who I thought of when I read about you guys. So.
That's so cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I saw her play in New York City, and her sister actually came out and played like 2 or 3 songs with her.
Wow, that's awesome.
So.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of sister duos. I mean, in the realm of music where there's so many artists, you don't see a whole bunch of sibling duets, but it's really neat when you do because there's something charming about it because obviously you know each other inside and out, and you have a connection musically and just in general, which is really cool.
Yeah. So what's kind of your goal with music? Like, I mean, where do you want to get to? What do you want to do? Stuff like that.
We love to perform. Ultimately, we just hope to be able to be on the road touring any kind of venues we possibly can. Right now, of course, we're booking anything from teeny tiny coffee cafes to big festivals. In fact, a week ago, we were privileged to share the stage with Colby Calais at a Somerset Festival in Georgia, and that was so much fun, and we really want to get involved in more festivals from this point on. I'm trying to book a tour up to Canada next summer. We're from Wisconsin originally, so we're more familiar with the north, so we're going to head that way and hopefully do some gigs in that area. Really, we just want to reach as many people as we can with our music, and playing live shows is the best way because we get to actually interact with people. We love to meet them, meet other musicians, you know. We just want to do music wherever, in whatever way that we can. Of course, someday it would be fun to hear our music on the radio or whatever. Guess we'll see what happens, but yeah. Right?
Yeah.
You can talk too. I just talk the most. I'm the loud sister.
So you said, I mean, with touring and stuff, where can people find tour dates that are coming up?
Good question. I have the tour dates posted on Facebook, MySpace, and Reverb Nation. Probably the best one to go to because it links to the rest is the Reverb Nation page. So if you just go reverbnation.com/Anna Johnson, you'll see links to all of our other social networking pages and a list of shows that we've done and ones that are coming up. You can also leave comments there and listen to some music, some tracks from the new album, and there's some pictures and things too. So.
Okay, so, and with the new album, what was the date that it actually came out, and what's kind of been the response to it so far?
Well, the album was released in May. It was out on iTunes probably like May 15th or so. I don't remember the exact date, but we did our CD release concert on the 19th, and that's when we started selling the real copies. Oops! The 18th, excuse me. I forget. But the response has been really great so far, and as a songwriter, the best comment that I've received that it's an album that you can listen to from start to finish, and that's great because of course every song is important to me in some way. That's why I wrote it. That's why I put it on the record. I had a lot of music to choose from. I've been writing since I was 15, so it was hard to whittle it down to only 13 tracks or 12 tracks. So to hear that people like every song is really, really great. And I think we've been selling quite a lot on iTunes, and every time we play gigs, we sell. And I think people really like it. I get text messages from friends back home saying, "Oh, I'm listening to it in the car," and people I've never met are writing me emails asking me to come play gigs or play their weddings or whatever, just because they got a hold of the album and they really like it. So it's been really encouraging, honestly.
Okay, awesome. And so, lastly, I mean, you talked a little bit about social networking. How do you use that to connect with fans?
Honestly, I'm not the best at social networking. I'm learning. I do try to keep everything updated, though. I'm always adding new photographs, and I write back to people whenever they write to me. Sometimes it takes a couple days, but I try to respond as quickly as I can to questions or comments or anything. We always put our tour dates up there. We always let people know how the last gig went or what's new. We've decided to start a video blog because we're so much better at talking than we are typing. So I think one of these days we're going to post a video blog on YouTube, and we want people to ask us questions, and we'll answer them and maybe tell jokes or whatever. I don't know. It's just a work in progress. We'll see what happens. But we always connect with people there. I mean, we manage all of our sites ourselves. So if people want to reach us, they will reach us. I would say that the best one to get us at, though, is Facebook. I have a musician page and a group page, both under Anna Johnson. And if people become a fan or a friend, or they like either one, I'll keep them posted on what's new and what's coming.
Someday she'll be on the big stage singing.